Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Chord on Guitar and to a very cool song from Oliver Tree called Cowboys Don't Cry. So this one is first time for Oliver Tree on this channel, and this song is very fun and has a great lyric. Like this line, love is like a circle, there's no easy way to end. Wow, strong words there. So, Cowboys Don't Cry. We need to learn a couple of chords here to begin with here. And we have the capo set here on the first fret. And the chords we need to know are first A minor. So open A, second D, second G, first B, and open E. Then we have G. So third on E, second on A, open D, open G, third B, and third E. Then we have D. So open D, second G, third B, and second E. Then we have C. So third on A, second D, open G, first B, and open E. Then we have a final chord, which is the B minor, and that is used only in the end here as an extra material. I will show you later, but this is the chord, and you need to bar the second fret here from the A string and down, so that means 5 strings. And the rest will be fourth on D, fourth on G, and third on B. B minor. Alright, so those are the chords. So before we look at the chord progression like that, we need to learn a strumming pattern. And this one will be divided into 2 different parts, and I'm gonna show you soon why. So the full strumming will be like this, and I'm gonna illustrate that with an A minor, since that is the first chord. The full strumming sounds like this. Alright, so the first part will be down, 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 up. So, like that. Down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. That's the first part. The second part will be up, down, 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 up. So, down, 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 up. So if we connect these 2 parts, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 I think we got it there. So now we can start the song here. In the first verse we have the A minor. You will play that for 1 full strumming round. Then you will play the G, just 2 downs, and the D, 1 down. And we have small breaks there, so I'm gonna show you how it sounds, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so that means 1 full strumming round of A minor, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Then you shift to G and play 2 downs, and you shift to D and play 1 down with a break. That is 1 chord progression, A minor, G, and D. You're gonna play that for 3 rounds, and that is the first verse. So a couple of rounds of this sounds like this. So 3 rounds of that, first verse. Now comes the first chorus. We will have the same strumming, but we will have different chords. So you're gonna play for the C chord first, the part 1, and that is the reason we have this in different parts, because we're gonna use different parts for different chords. So the C chord here, part 1, then you shift to G and play the part 2. and then you play a full strumming round of D. So this C, G, and D, if you see that as one chord progression, you will play that for 3 rounds. And that is kind of the first part in this course. It's not finished yet. So 3 rounds of the C, G, and D. So C part 1, G part 2, and D full strumming round. A couple of rounds of that sounds like this. C, G, D. Alright, so 3 rounds of C part 1, G part 2, and D full strumming. Then we are in the end of this course, and we're gonna play A minor 1 full strumming round, then G part 1, and D part 2. And that is how this course ends. So 3 rounds of C, G, and D, and then you're gonna end with A minor 1 full round, G part 1, D part 2, and the final part here, this A minor G, D, sounds like this. Alright, so that is the chorus. We go on here to the second verse. Okay, this changes a little bit from the first verse. So now we will kind of continue how we started the chorus. It will be C part 1, G part 2, and D a full strumming round. Okay, so that is how this second verse starts, and it ends with A minor 1 full strumming round and a pause there for vocal parts. So this second verse will be C, G, and D, 3 rounds of that, and after these 3 rounds we have 1 full round of A minor plus of vocal parts. Okay, so I'm gonna play through this second verse for you so you understand what we're talking about. So let's go. Alright, that leads us to the second chorus, and that one is played in the same way as the first chorus, nothing new there. And the same goes for the third verse, played in the same way as the second verse there we had. And then comes another chorus, played as the other choruses we learned. It followed by fourth verse now, verse number 4. And this one is played in the same way as the first verse, because this first and fourth verse differs a little bit from the second and third. Remember, we had this one with A minor, G, and D. So this one is the same as the first verse. And then this song ends with a final chorus part. It will be same as the other choruses, but in the end there, from the A minor, you will play the A minor in the same way, but the G and D, okay, the last 2 chords, they will be played with just down, down on the G and 1 down on the D. Okay, so there's no part 1 for G and part 2 for D. Instead, you play just down on G and 1 down on D. Alright, so that pretty much makes up for this cool song from Oliver Tree, Cowboys Don't Cry. But I promised some extra material, and that is how this song ends. It ends with some finger picking, and that is based upon 3 chords in the end: G, B minor, and that is where the B minor comes in, and a D. So this finger picking goes something like this. I can speed down a little bit here so you see and understand what we're playing there. So it goes like this. that was 1 round, and you're gonna play that for 2 rounds. So. Okay, so we start with the G chord, the notes that belongs to that one. It's 3rd E string in the bass together with 3rd B string, then open B and open G, then 3rd E in the bass again, then 3rd B, open B and open G. This part we just learned here, you will play that for 2 rounds. Okay, then you move to the B minor chord. And the easiest way here is to actually hold the chord as it is. So when you have that, you're gonna play the 2nd fret A string together with the 2nd fret E string, the top E string down here. So like this. Then 3rd fret B string, 4th fret G string, then 2nd fret A string, 2nd fret E string, 3rd fret B string, and 4th fret G string. Okay, so play that for 2 rounds. So like that, and then you play the D based notes here, and that sounds like. And that is open D string together with 2nd fret E string in the top. These two together. Then 3rd fret B string, 2nd fret G string. Then open D, 2nd E, 3rd B, and 2nd G. Alright, so everything we learned now, you will play that for 2 rounds. So G, B minor, D for 2 rounds, like this. And that is how Cowboys Don't Cry ends. So good luck with this one, guys. Hope I see you soon here on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe and play tuned.